This is just too relaxing. Good morning, Thursday morning, morning livers, and thanks for being with us here. And I'll tell you, the buzzwords right now in marketing for Canada, or marketing in anything, is Canada first. And we're going to get into that today. We're at Rin's Furniture down at the mall in Niagara Falls, and of course they do have one just outside Caledonia on Highway 6 also. And if you're looking for furniture, we're going to talk about all the neat things you can look at this morning, and also some new lines that they've got in here. And with me, as we have had before, is Nate, the owner's son, taking over,
Correct.
Running the whole show now. And it's a big operation. And I got to ask you first of all, how has it been? You know, you came down here through COVID to start out right here. Mm-hmm. You've trial by fire for you taking over and running the place. How have you done? You know, staying around?
It's been good. Honestly, a lot of Canadian-made products. That's the big thing right now. Everybody's looking for Canadian-made, so we just really want to emphasize and celebrate that 90% of our store is Canadian-made, and you can customize it. You can change the color, the fabric, even make them firmer, make them softer, whichever you're looking for.
Okay, I got to ask you about this now. Have you noticed any changes in the way people are buying or looking at things? Because it's always easy to say, well, I'm not going to buy American-made stuff. I'm going to look Canadian. But it's easy to say that. But coming down and actually doing that, what have you noticed?
Absolutely. More and more people coming in. If I tell them that this specific sofa is made in America, they'll just turn around. They don't even want to listen to me. So it's luckily with our store, we're 90% Canadian made. And right now as well, we have it all for no tax on any custom order. So you can order it in any color, any size, and get it with the no tax sale.
Now everything that Luke is shooting right now is all Canadian made stuff, leathers?
Yep, everything. Leathers, fabrics, recliners, stationaries. It's all Canadian made. Most of it's coming right from Toronto. I do have some coming from BC and some coming from Quebec.
Now, is Canadian made, is there any significant difference in quality? Because you always want to buy quality. If you're going to buy furniture, you're going to want to buy quality stuff.
Correct.
So is there any difference between what people tend to buy, which is what's the cheapest price out there, as to where the value of the money that you're spending?
Yeah, the biggest thing with the Canadian made, they're all solid hardwood frames, which is nice. So it's a lifetime warranty on the frame. You can jump on them, you can move them, you can have all your kids throw a party on them, and they'll stand up for it. It's good Canadian solid product.
Okay, so all you see here, folks, is Canadian made. So if you're looking for furniture and you're looking for some quality, value for money, I'd like to say, as opposed to necessarily Canadian stuff as such. But you can see it all here at Rin's Furniture at the Canada One Mall in Niagara Falls, also in just outside of Caledonia on Highway 6 South. 2 operations right now. And we'll be back a little bit later on with Nate, and we're going to get into kitchens. So if you're looking for new items for dining, kitchens, that kind of a thing, we've got some neat things on the go here. We are back at Rin's Furniture in the Canada One Mall in Niagara Falls, and of course they do have the other store just outside Caledonia on Highway 6 South. And we're talking with Nate, the owner, has taken over from his father. Him and the rest of the family have taken the place over, and they've got some really neat things on the go. One of them, which we talked about earlier, is no tax coming up on Canada-made stuff. And again, this is the big marketing idea right now, is buy Canadian, you know, and keep Canadians employed. But you've also done something interesting in here. You have just bought truckloads of a dining room?
That's correct. I bought a truckload of solid birch Canadian-made tables. So I have over 30 in stock. You can come in. If it works for you, you can purchase it right off the floor. You also can customize them as well, and then that's when you can take advantage of the no tax. But like I said, I have over 30 in stock right now.
Okay, so you went kind of on a limb to do this, didn't you? To do it, or did you get a good deal on it, or did you just like the quality? What?
Yeah, we just wanted to get it so customers could get it right away, get it in time for spring. That's usually when they want to renovate the living room and the dining room areas. So yeah, we just wanted to give you guys lots of different options, lots of different sizes, choices, colors.
And there's certainly differences here. Over 20 dining room sets here. So I want to ask you about the value. You know, people when they go shopping, they want to say, what can I get for the least amount of money? But I think people need to also think about, what am I what's the value of the money that I'm spending? So what are folks getting when they're buying these Canadian-made pieces as opposed to going somewhere where it's deep discounted and that kind of a thing?
Yep, so what's nice with this whole truckload sale, it's by the Canadian manufacturer called Canadel. They're right from Quebec. So it's all going to be all solid birch tables. There's not going to be any laminate tops, no particle board. It's going to be solid birch. It comes with a 5-year warranty on it. That's covers any scratches. If it does happen to crack or break or anything like that, it will be covered.
Okay, so not only on these dining room sets have you given them up to 50% off, is that what you said?
Yep.
Plus no tax, can you do that too?
That's only for custom orders. So it's only if you want to pick your stain, pick your fabric, then you can do the no tax.
Okay, that's cool. All right, we've looked at the dining room stuff here at Rins Furniture at the Canada One Mall. We're going to be back, Nate and I will be back a little bit later on, and we're going to look at one of the newest things that you brought in here, which is called a trend line. So be interested to see what that is and what that means. We are back at Rins Furniture in the Canada One Mall in Niagara Falls, and of course Rins has that big store on Highway 6 South, just outside of Caledonia. And with me all morning has been Nate, the owner here, taking over from Dad, who's now enjoying some retirement, I guess.
Yep, that's what he says.
From all his work, because you guys have been around a long time. And a lot of retail, especially furniture, which is a very expensive venture to be in because you got to have the stuff there. A lot of places have not lasted like you guys. You guys have. So just first question is, what do you think the reason is that you've been able to stay alive through some really tough times?
I think it's that we provide so many different options. Like we do have some nice high upper end sofas. We also do have some if you're on a budget and you're tight. We have those options too. Like this new company right here called Trendline. They're still solid hardwood frame.
These are these ones right here.
Yep, they're all made in Canada. Still, you can pick your different fabrics for them. It comes with the matching sofa, the matching love seat, the matching chair, and they're starting anywhere from $8.99, $9.99, but with the no tax as well.
Oh, that's even better. That's good. No tax. So again, I always like to talk about value for the money that you spend. But if dollars is the bottom line, then the trend line, which is something new here, but it is Canadian made, right?
Still right from Toronto, Canadian made, solid hardwood frame, and then you can customize them. They got about 20, 30 different fabrics that you can choose from.
Okay, so again, something here for everybody at Rins Furniture. Again, we looked at the furniture, Canadian made on the other side, which is basically anything you could ever want. We've seen the dining area because you've spent a lot of time, effort, and money bringing in some neat things that, again, are Canadian made. And then the trend line here, so that's kind of new. There's one more area we're going to want to come back and check out, and that is where my wife goes first. Right at the door. Where's the clearance center?
Yep, right to the clearance. We got some great deals in that room today.
Okay, so we'll go to the clearance center next time we see you here at Rins Furniture at the Canada One Mall in Niagara Falls. Okay, welcome back to Rins Furniture in the Niagara area, of course, Canada One shopping mall here, and again, the Caledonia store just on Highway 6 South. Rins Furniture, everybody's known it for over 20 years now, so done quite well. Stayed when there's been, COVID, trade wars, all kinds of things going on, but you guys have been holding strong, and even in this store alone, and Nate, this has always been, to me, always a wonder about companies that work like this, that have all this stuff, but they got to have everything. How much value do you have to have on the floor at any one time in order to make sure people see what's available to them?
Right now we have $1.5 million dollars in over inventory between the both stores, so we are fully loaded, and we have stuff in stock as well if you need it.
Okay, so lots to choose from. Now this room, as we talked about earlier, I said we're going to go to the clearance center, and usually, which is where my wife usually goes first of all, it's just a little room off to the back somewhere with some dusty corners and stuff like that, with just some stuff. But this whole room that we're in right now is the clearance center, meaning that it's not furniture with pillows missing or one leg gone or something like that. Tell us a little bit about your style of clearance center.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with the furniture. It's either been the fabric has been discontinued or the manufacturer's discontinued the style for one reason or another. So there's nothing wrong. You guys can't reorder off any of these. So it's basically what you see is what you get. So there's anywhere between 20% off all the way up to some of them I got 75% off.
Okay, so again, as Luke walks around here, we do see all kinds of things out there, almost something for anybody by the looks of things right here, and some pretty awesome prices just from a quick gander right here, right now. So just again, just in just sort of wrapping up the whole scenario around what you're doing right now, you guys are very proactive in a number of areas, saving people money, having Canadian content there. So just tell us what your philosophy has sort of developed in since the 5 years that you started running the company.
Yeah, the biggest thing right now, especially with the way the world is we just want to emphasize and celebrate that our furniture is made in Canada. So that's why we want to give you guys the no tax on anything that is Canadian made and custom, so you can really fall in love with your furniture.
Okay, so is there a website people can have a quick gander at too before they come out to the actual showroom?
We do. It's nice and short and simple. It's ryns.ca, ryns.ca.
Okay, well, thank you for letting us come in today and showing us all the neat stuff in your $1.6 million facility here. It's just awesome here at the Canada One Center in Niagara Falls. And don't forget, if you can't get here, there's the store just outside of Caledonia on Highway 6 South. Thanks again for having us.
Yes, thank you for coming.